What's up, everybody? Welcome to Dice House from their DCUO commentary. Today I'm bringing you the commentary involving, one of the new operations, one of the new 8-man operations here. This is with a vengeance. I believe I got that name right. Here, I'll go through here and I'll talk a little bit about the raid, how we deal with certain issues, most importantly regarding outside interference, which I'm going to show you a couple of funny clips here coming up about that. But main important thing is here, as most of you probably already know, they've been playing the game. They've put out some hot fixes and everything. They've narrowed down some of the lagging and the freezing that's been taking place. Now on the PS3, you're going to have that regardless. It's just because of the network. It's not SOE's fault or DCUO's fault, really. It's the PSN network. That and frankly, the hardware limitations on the PS3 itself. So it's not really their fault. I mean, they're doing the best they can with it. My conversations I've had with MEPS especially, and live stream that I did with Jens Anderson, we did on the DCUO Sourcecast. They are constantly, working on ways to eliminate the lagging and the freezing that goes on in this game. But however, most importantly, they fixed the loot issue that was going on. As a lot of you already know, a lot of people were going through all this content. They weren't getting any loot at all. No loot drops, and they weren't even getting any marks either. And that was the most frustrating part about it, especially those people who would spend replay badges. And that had a lot to do with, in my belief, I mean, I'm not, don't really know all the details and everything, but like when you would go over to do the missions in South Gotham, and you would fight the sub-avatars trying to get like the Astral Alloy gear, style set or something like that. You'd be over there with like 3 or 4 groups, maybe groups of 2 to 4 people, or even a whole raid group be over there, and along with a couple other separate groups, and you guys would defeat a sub-avatar, and only one group would get the loot. Well, that same thing was going on with the operations, 4-man and the 8-man operations. So, and I think they could have foreseen that issue. Obviously this DLC could have been implemented a lot better than what it was. From what I understand, I've seen posts by Jens Anderson and MEPS and Larry Liberty and all those guys, all the developers on the official forums, talking about how they had planned for this, and thought they had taken care of this issue beforehand, with the implementation of this DLC, but apparently it wasn't implemented correctly. They flat out have admitted it. They've apologized, continuously apologized for the issues that people have had. And honestly, these guys aren't going to want to put out any broken content. They don't want to have a broken game. So I mean, they're going to do their best to do it. Could have gotten more testing. Of course, it could have. By the developers themselves and the PC test server guys. They ran into this loot issue on the PC test servers and brought it to the developers' attentions. But apparently, it wasn't quite taken care of. So, but however, it has been taken care of now. Everybody's getting loot. That was the main reason why I didn't really run any of the operations until just yesterday and the day before. It was simply because I didn't want to deal with that frustration of missing out on a loot, using all that time, and not getting any loot or anything. So that's why I'm only just now putting a video up. However, gotta say, the new operations, they're fun. I mean, it's kind of cool going out there in the open world and, going to places I haven't been in a while. This mission right here in particular takes me over to the Metropolis Metrodome, and takes me over to the Glen Morgan Square. I haven't really been there on my main in a long time, so it was actually kind of cool to go visit all those places. And as far as in open world, it is fun. There's some issues. You'll have issues with people like vultures. People trying to latch on to what you're doing. But because they've fixed the loot issue, I don't really see that as a problem anymore. The only way they could really causing issues is with freezing. You got a lot of people there doing a lot of power animations and all that, somebody's bound to freeze. I mean, we had somebody here freeze out at the start of this, but we were able to get him back in the middle of this instance, so it wasn't that really big of a deal. So he didn't miss out on anything. But yeah, I mean, I've been having a lot of fun. Ran Vengeance and Black Dawn here a couple of times with my league, and got myself a bow. Got myself a 131 bow. That was really nice. Got myself a 131 shield too. You guys will be seeing that in a future PvE videos I may put up here when I'm meleeing. I mean, I'm still using my 125 brawlers from the Prime Battleground raid right here. But yeah, I really like the shield style and everything like that. But I'm really crossing my fingers and hoping that Wonder Woman's shield drops in that Tier 3 Cersei challenge. I'm really crossing my fingers. So Meps, Jens, if you guys hear me out there, please introduce that as an iconic drop in there, because I'm farming it every day until I see it. And I'm done with challenges. I hate doing challenges. But I'm really looking forward to hoping that shield style does drop in there, because you guys may see me use nothing but shield if I get that shield style. And if any of you guys see it drop in there, let me know. And if you're on the US PS3, I'll buy it from you. But here we are over here at Ellsworth Hospital. Is another area I don't really come to very often. I haven't been by here in a while. But yeah, just going through here, getting all these avenging spirits and everything. But like I said, I mean, this content has definitely breathed a lot of new life into PvE for a lot of people, because I know people were getting really tired of running gates all the time to try and complete their tier 4. And Prime is, tugging into Prime is a chancy thing to do these days, especially with more people getting geared up, and they're not experienced with the raid. I'm not saying they're not good, but just not experienced with how Prime Battleground is and stuff. So yeah, I mean, it can be chancy, but now with people running these operations now, and these, some of these operations, I mean, I'll flat out say it, both these operations are a lot easier than Prime Battleground is, and I'm sure that's intended. However, the 131 weapons dropping from these things are better than the 125 weapons you get from Prime Battleground. So I don't really see people pushing to run Prime that much anymore in order to get their weapon of choice. I mean, I still need to get my brawling, but I'm going to run an operation to get my brawling because I want those 131 brawlers. And then I'll be happy. I'll be set for weapons. Got a DPS bow, got a DPS shield, DPS brawler. I'm happy with that. So yeah, hoping to get the brawling soon in the operation. Hoping to get that shield style, that Wonder Woman shield style. Really would love to see that. I have to see if I can get a hold of Meps here and see if find out for sure if that's in there or not. He probably won't tell me though. But a few other things here I want to talk about. Okay, people have been talking about, like I said, the vultures and everything. I know there are people who have had issues with, and my buddy Nimbus Yosh posted a video the other day about on the PvE side doing operations, and there was villains there hanging out, with their PvP flag off, and they're just like hanging out around the operation areas, and they're going around and arresting people, that doing that little, arresting people in the middle of the raid or the operation if they got dropped in the middle of it. I mean, that's just straight up douchebaggery. I mean, seriously, that is straight up douchebaggery right there. Funny, yeah, but it's such an asshole move. But one thing I suggest to do that with is do what me and my league here did. We ran it on the PvP side. Alright? Because here's the thing, you can't turn your PvP flag off on the PvP side. Alright? And I almost got dropped there. I should have popped that shield generator I had. But yeah, run it on the PvP side. Because, a couple of heroes or villains hanging out in the operation area trying to arrest you is not going to work out for them very well when they've got a whole raid group of people in like tier 4 or better PvE gear. especially with the DPS there. They're going to get worked. They're going to get worked hard. And it's not that hard. I mean, yeah, sure, your toughness, you may not have very good toughness or anything like that, but it's going to take more than like 3 or 4 heroes or villains to mess up your operation if you guys do it on PvP side, because you'll wear them down quick, especially if everybody says, all right, tank stays on the boss and everybody else piles on the villains or the heroes trying to ruin the operation for you. Yeah, they're going to get worked. They're going to get worked hard. Which you'll actually get to see here in a minute. But yeah, over here at the Metrodome and all, this was really quick. This was probably one of the faster areas. I mean, I did start recording this a little bit late. We were actually getting credit for other people that were doing this over here. So, yeah. But, so basically, you just go through here and take out all these avenging stingers and everything, and wait for the vengeance bee to come out. This boss fight, the combat mechanics in this in PvE now are so prevalent. It's hilarious. I've caught myself a couple of times just thinking I can just slug away at stuff in here, and then next thing I know they're holding block on me, and I'm like, oh, come on, man. But I mean, honestly, any PvE content you go through now, especially with the challenges, you don't really, if you just pay attention to what the ads are doing in there, you can anticipate what they're doing. Like, I should have seen he was getting ready. I didn't know he was going to block. This was my first time going through here. I didn't know he was going to block like that. But like the easier ads, like the challenges, the tier 2 and tier 3 challenges, you can after you go through there, just pay attention to what they're doing, and you'll do fine. Just basically, you'll see, when one of them, like with the mandrakes, especially in the greenhouse challenge on the hero side there, you'll see you'll knock those mandrakes around a little bit, and then they'll break out. Well, right then and there, they're getting ready to start attacking you, and one of their attacks, in that combo they do, will stun you. Hold block, and you will stun them. You will stun them instead. All right. Now here coming up here, we see here's a villain over here. He's probably going to be over here wanting to be a little d-bagged and give us a hard time, heal up the ads that are over here that we got to fight. And no, we weren't having it. We went after him before we went after the ads, because we're not having any of that. No, you're not going to do that to us over here. That's why I mean, as iffy as it can. I mean, obviously, if the other faction is going to get together a raid group of people in PvP gear to come over and mess up your raid, there's a very good chance of that. Seriously, guys, if you guys got that much time on your hands to be that big of an asshole on this game, then just uninstall, delete your tunes, and uninstall your game right now. If that's the only thing you got better to do on here, yeah, just delete your tunes and uninstall the game, because there's no place for you guys, people like you, on this game, to be honest with you, in my opinion. Keep in mind, I don't speak for SOE or the developers DCUO when I say that, but yeah, I'd rather you guys not be on the game, because that's just straight up douchebaggery, and trust me, you'll get yours. We'll come around on you. Don't worry about that. But this area over here, I mean, this is kind of a pain, especially if, you gotta have tanks and controllers with poles and everything like that to get these things closer so you can burn them down faster. But this area, it's not that difficult. It just takes a while. Because they've got to be like almost right on top of the onk, and then you guys sometimes you accidentally pull them out into the water. But we're in the Black Dawn raid. I've actually got that recorded too, showing. Also got the 50 feet point feet from in there, showing you guys how to get that Tala feet. How we got it wasn't exactly the way we planned on getting it, but it worked out for us, in the end, there were some other people over there. See what happens. Whoops, wrong way. But fortunately, yeah, he does jump back up here. So, but yeah, I will be editing that together and posting for you guys most likely tomorrow. So make sure you check out my channel. So subscribe to my channel. I got lots of raids and everything. Not lots of raids, but I got a lot of loadout guides especially for you guys. Speaking of which, I'm going to start trying to put together a new nature and sorcery loadout guide for you guys. Hopefully here in the next couple of weeks. I'm getting very close to being able to switch back to fire here soon. I've got like 2 styles of Rapture set to get still, and 1 set of the new what's it called? the healer set that drops for, I mean, it's a controller set, but aerial defender set that drops for healers now in the tier 2 challenges. I've only got 1 more piece of that to get, so hopefully I'll be able to get that, get those 3 pieces, and I'll be able to switch back to fire here soon. Once I do that, I'll have a lot more time to be able to put together a new nature and sorcery loadout guide videos for you guys, because I know, I mean, I'll admit right now, the ones I've got, it's not that the loadouts are bad, it's just the videos aren't that great. I'll admit that. I definitely need to redo those and get you guys some better information, and especially show you guys how they work. Of course, once I get some practice in with them too, because to be honest with you, sorcery and nature are not powers I've played with very much on this game. I've played with gadgets a little bit more than I have with those, but I've mostly been playing with well, with fire, you know, electricity and mental mainly, and some earth. I've got some trying to figure out a good earth DPS loadout for you guys too, and try and get a video like that. I just had to get through and get some. I had to get a better weapon. The only best weapon I had on that tune was a staff, and I don't like the staff very much. It's not that it's a bad weapon. I just don't really care for it. I'm also going to try and put together a mental DPS loadout guide for you guys as well. Once again, I needed to get a better weapon for it though, because I had a 2-hander. That was the best DPS weapon I had for it, and yeah, I don't really care for the 2-hander either, especially when you're soloing with DPS and the 2-hander. I mean, that's just me. I've seen plenty of people who make 2-hander work, but for somebody, and especially for somebody like myself who uses brawling, which is like the 2nd slowest weapon in the game, 2-hander was just excruciatingly slow for me. I just cannot get the hang of it. I've tried multiple things, different techniques and little combinations with combos and all that stuff with 2-hander, and I just can't make it work for myself. I know there's plenty of people out there who can though, and hats off to you guys, because it's not that fun of a weapon for me. But that being said, look forward to new sorcery and nature videos coming here in the future. Also look forward to a new earth and mental DPS videos coming out here soon too, hopefully. But yeah, we're coming up here on the close of this, hopefully here. This takes a while. Also here, I'm going to show you guys one of the things I've always talked about too, is my not really content, my dislike of DPS is using melee weapons in raids, and I'm going to show you why. And it's mainly because I'm not just, obviously it's a more difficult raid, and I don't typically use melee in when I'm DPSing in raids or these 8-man operations. But right now it's the best weapon I had. I mean, I could have gone to hand blasters, but I don't really like hand blasters that much as a DPS weapon. It's more of a controller or healer weapon for me. So yeah, I stuck with brawling because I mean I can do some massive damage with brawling. I'm just trying to check out and see if there's any more doggone things we can get closer to it on, maybe split up. But decided not to. Came back, and of course, I lunged and doggone ad was blocking. Oh man. So yeah, I'm getting ready to fight this out. Okay, now what happens right here? This is obviously a glitch. I don't know if it's happened to you guys out there before, but yeah, almost got me. So that's right there is why I don't really like melee guys that much. I mean, I put way too much strain on the healers right there, going in there like that. So that's why I ended up popping that shield, give myself a little extra protection, even though it was a little bit too late. But here we're gonna see what is most likely a glitch, because I actually had to ask these guys about this. And where's he at? Where is it at? Where is it at? And there it is. Yeah. 2 of the Revenge Walkers spawned on this here. That is definitely a glitch. So you just burn down one of them and get out as quickly as possible. That way you don't have to deal with both of them any longer than you have to. And you're going to see another reason why I don't really like melee DPSs as much either. I mean, obviously, if I was running with a shield, that wouldn't have happened to me. But, I'm electricity. I mean, I could spec into flux and all that, but I don't think it would fit into this loadout that I'm using. And obviously, this is the best loadout that I've found for electric power interactions. Now here's one of the other fun things you can do by doing this in a PvP. Alright, we're flying on our way to Glen Morgan Square here, and Mr. E's in our group here, as you can see, and he's like, hey, you guys want to stop by and clear out Fight Club real quick on our way. So we all decided, say a few of us at least, got here and looked around a little bit and said, yeah, we could probably do this. We could probably do this. And here we are, and this is an example of why doing this on a PvP phase isn't just so you can jump people like this and clear star labs and have fun, but also if people come over and try to interfere with your operation and everything, you can make them either run or drop them all completely before they can mess anything up. Because right there, I mean, we just cleared out most of them. They're on top there, or cleared up most of them that were on top, or made them run. And then had a few laughs at that. Some people got upset, as you can see here in the chat coming up. But yeah, it was fun. It was fun. So, but yeah, we did that, and you're gonna see some people get really upset here in a minute. If they aren't already, yeah. So, oh yeah, that's another thing too. If I'm up at a Fight Club and things are actually going to kind of chill, I will kill your pets. All right, there's no Pokemon in 1v1s at Fight Club. All right, that's one of the rules. But there's everybody getting upset. Anyway, so here we are at the final Eclipso fight. Now I'll admit, yeah, we didn't get the feed here for defeating him when he was in his Shadow Menace form or whatever. However, I did end up getting it later on. You just, you got the time when, you burn him down enough, and then when it gets time to hit the Ankh and all that, you hit it, wait for him to switch that form, and then just burn him down as fast as you can while he's in that form, and you'll get that feat. No problemo. But yeah, this boss fight went by fairly quickly, even though with some difficulties that we had. However, what you always want to make sure that you do is, range. Especially your DPS. I mean, don't put too much don't put too much of a burden on your healers. I mean, I put some, right there. You can see. I mean, wasn't happy about that. That's my own fault. You'll see me sit back here and I'll start hand clapping a lot. My Black Dawn video, you're going to see me using the bow, but it is it's it's the spark bow, because I still had yet to get a prime bow. So I was actually kind of happy I got this 131 bow. So I can sit back and I can do range damage now instead of putting any stress on my team by trying to melee with my brawlers or anything like that. How effective the shield is, I don't know. I haven't had a chance to test it out yet. Plan on running some challenges for sure, and playing with that a bit. Also, I gotta do some more videos for the weapons guide. Me and Trex both have been a little bit lax on that, but Trex has been having some computer issues, so not sure when he's going to be able to get back going up and running again. But yeah, there you go. That's been the Vengeance raid, or operation rather. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Hope any tips I gave you guys about like doing it in like PvP to deal with any vultures, or people from other factions trying to mess up your operation on do it on PvP side. It's a little bit more fun that way, because you can actually fight back against the douchebags trying to mess up your operation for you. But yeah, so let me know what you guys think in the comments below, though. This boss fight here is about ready done. If you liked the video, please do so by giving it a thumbs up and letting me know in the comments below as well. And if you guys haven't already subscribed, please do. I've got lots of videos on my channel. I've got loadout guides for almost every single for every single power, at least for their main roles, and show you guys how to use them in several other raids too. All right, so yeah, thanks again for watching, guys, and until next time, y'all take care. Bye.